Greenland's interior. Why almost no one lives there. Greenland is often described as the largest island on Earth, but almost all of its people live along a narrow coastal edge. The vast interior, larger than many countries, has no towns, no roads, and no permanent settlements. This video explains why Greenland's interior has never been inhabited, and why, even with modern technology, it remains almost completely untouched. On most maps, Greenland appears solid. Its outline is unmistakable. Its size dominates the North Atlantic. It looks like a continuous landmass waiting to be explored, but maps flatten reality. They show shape, not habitability. What appears as land on a map is, in reality, one of the most extreme environments on Earth, an interior that resists settlement not by accident, but by structure. To understand Greenland, you must first understand where people actually live. If you examine a population map of Greenland, a striking pattern emerges immediately. Small settlements trace the coastline. Towns appear where the cold ocean meets firm rocks. Between them lie vast distances with no permanent human presence. There are no cities inland, no highways crossing the island, no villages hidden beyond the coast. Nearly all of Greenland's population lives within sight of the sea. This is not a cultural preference. It is a natural geographic requirement. The coast provides food, mobility, and relative stability. The interior does not. Roughly 4/5 of Greenland is covered by a single continuous ice sheet. This ice is not seasonal. It does not melt and reform each year. It is accumulated over tens of thousands of years. In some places, the ice reaches depths of several kilometers, pressing the land beneath it downward under immense weight. Beneath this ice, the ground is inaccessible. Above it, conditions are hostile to long-term human presence. Temperatures remain low throughout the year. Winds sweep across the surface with little obstruction. Visibility can shift rapidly, even under clear skies. This ice sheet is not a feature within Greenland. It is Greenland's interior. Human settlement depends on a few basic conditions: reliable access to food, predictable movement, stable ground. Greenland's interior offers none of these consistently. There is no soil suitable for agriculture. There are no rivers usable for transport. There is no exposed bedrock on which to build. Even temporary camps require constant external support. Fuel must be flown in. Food must be transported from the coast. Emergency response is slow and uncertain. The interior allows visits. It does not allow permanence. This is why settlement never moved inward. Not in the past, not today, and not tomorrow. For thousands of years, Inuit communities adapted to Greenland's coastal margins. Life followed the rhythms of the sea. Movement was seasonal and deliberate. Settlements remained flexible rather than fixed. This way of life did not attempt to conquer the interior. It worked around it. The coast offered access to marine food sources. Ice-free waters allowed travel. Rocky ground provided limited but stable building sites. Even today, modern towns follow this same logic. Modern technology has changed how people live, but not where they can live. It is tempting to assume that modern engineering could overcome Greenland's interior. In practice, it has not. Maintaining infrastructure on moving ice is extremely costly. Structures shift as the ice slowly flows. Foundations crack. Access routes disappear. Scientific research stations exist, but only temporarily. They are supplied continuously. They are monitored constantly. They are abandoned when conditions change. Technology allows presence. It does not enable settlement. The interior remains a place people pass through, not remain within. As global temperatures rise, attention has returned to polar regions. Ice is thinning in some areas. Access is changing. New routes are being studied. But the fundamental reality of Greenland's interior remains. Even as conditions shift, the ice sheet continues to dominate. The land beneath remains buried. Infrastructure remains unsustainable. Change does not automatically create habitability. Some environments resist settlement even as they transform. Greenland's interior is not empty because it was forgotten. It is empty because it sets limits. It reminds us that not all land can be settled, that maps exaggerate possibility, that scale does not equal access. In a world shaped by expansion and infrastructure, the interior of Greenland stands as one of the largest places where nature still defines the terms. Greenland's interior was never lost. It was never hidden. It simply resists human presence. While cities grow denser elsewhere, this vast interior remains unchanged, icebound, uninhabited, and structurally closed to settlement. Not everything that remains empty is unfinished. Some places were never meant to be filled. Subscribe for more geography documentaries like this.